Hello, here's Jacqueline Young talking to you again from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. And today I'm going to talk about business plan, which is a very important tool when you submit this business plan to a potential financial institution, bank, potential investor for funding application or loan application. I would break down this business plan into 10 components. First, it is the description of an introduction of the project, what the project is all about. So it is essentially your executive summary, which I have already covered in the first video. And I'd like to welcome you to this second video. So the first component, the executive summary, which covers the 5 W's. What is the business, what is the product, what is the services, why it is important to do this project, what is your elevator pitch, and that is absolutely important, how you can sell yourself of this business to your potential financier and potential financier or business partners. And thirdly, who is behind the founders, the management team are very important to describe the top team of people who is starting up this project or business. And this is yourself with your experience, knowledge, and qualifications, brief resume of each of the top key personnel. And it will be good to have this team made up of people who have diversified, combined professional experience and knowledge, which is essential to start up a business or to operate a business. It will be people, an entrepreneur like yourself, who is passionate about this project, somebody, your operating chief operating officer or your general manager who is good in managing a business. Somebody, a third person could be somebody who is very knowledgeable in the market, in business development, to be able to market your product and services to the local market, to the national market, or even globally. And fourth, it is an essential key person in your team is somebody who is knowledgeable about finance, to manage your finance and plan the financial planning. And other very essential key person will be somebody knowledgeable about your product. It could be very technical, industrial experience. So these are the key person, and you need to list them with their profile, their experience, their track records. And fourth, in the executive summary, which is important, is you got to mention an introduction about where is this product. Give a description, introduction of where this project is going to be. Where do you intend to carry out this business? A location, description of the place, the country. Even give a map. I usually would like to put a map to introduce to the reader where exactly is the country, especially if it is not a very well-known country. If it is, for example, in the African continent, the reader may not be familiar which part of the continent. It is a very big continent, where the country is, where the town is. And if it is United States, again, it's a very big country. Give a description of which state is going to be, which town is going to be. And not only that, I would advise that usually do a research about the country, or give background information about the country and the city, and how the economy and social circumstances would affect or influence your decision of having to set up this business in this particular location. And 5 is when are you going to start this project? Give a time frame. Some projects you already done a lot of research and planning and preparation. Give a status of how much has been done, where you're at, a milestone of what has been achieved, what else is there to be achieved, what else is there outstanding that needs to be done to kick off the project. And of course, almost all the projects that I receive, the most important information that I'm looking for is, of course, they are looking for funding. So the last piece of the executive summary is to give exactly how much funding you're looking for, and how much seed capital you have raised. How much is the project total cost, capital cost, and one essential information that I would advise is always quote in US dollars or even euros, not in your local currency like Indian rupees. The financier, potential investor or banker is not going to convert it for you. So we receive applications in Indian rupees, in Filipino currency, local currency. No, you need to convert that into US dollars. The most commonly used currency in the world. All right. So that is the very first point, first component of your business plan. And then you give a description and background of your company. Give a description of the company, what the company its principal business, where it is incorporated, where is the headquarters. Give a full context in your letterhead, full information. And if there is a website, provide the website. A history of the company would be very helpful, especially if it has some track records, particularly if this company has already achieved and patented your technologies, for instance. So the third component would be your business or the products or services. The products and services is what you're trying to sell, and so there should be ample information about this. If it is a product, a full description of the product, whether it is going to be manufactured, whether it is sourced from somewhere, and if it is going to be a product, then you need to describe how you intend to manufacture and produce this product. And if it is a product sourced from someone else, what information you have done to convince the potential financier that this is the best. How does your product or service stand above the crowd? And this is where you would describe the strength, the SWOT analysis, which is standing for strength, weakness, threats, and opportunity. SWOT analysis is an important tool in every business plan. So the product, if the product or service has exclusive patents, it always has that extra points because it is exclusive. Your competition will be almost down to zero. It is important to analyze that, which I will cover in the next component, which is the market. You can't possibly start a business without analyzing your market. Extensive research has to be done to find out what is the market that you intend to market your product or services. How big is the market? What is the demand? And how much share of this market you intend to capture? And it has to be, and in most cases you may have to plan it in phases to start in an achievable target, and then grow into different phases over the future years. And to do the marketing, the research has to research into the industry. You can provide, it would be nice to provide a research and market report about the industry, about the market, about the competition, and the strategy of how you intend to market. What's the plan, the marketing plan? And the last important piece is the financial planning. In my business plan, I usually would like to first introduce a summary of the financials projections, say the 5 years, 10 years, give a quick summary of the projected income, operation expenses, the expenditure, and then the profit, and also express in percentage of the gross revenue. And then after that, there is the amortization, the interest, the corporate tax. After taking off all this, then you would have the net profit after tax. And again, express it in percentage. We would like to see always the summary of the return of investment, which again very important to present the capital expenditure, the total startup capital expenditure plus whatever other fees and expenses you need that made up the startup cost. That would be the initial investment, X dollars, and use that X dollars and express that against your total projected income, net profit, to show that what is the return on investment, how many years it takes to break even, and then after that, what is the projected net profit to all the shareholders. Then followed by detail or reference to detail projected financial statements, income and expenditure statements, cross-reference that to your Excel spreadsheets. The financial statements should include projected at least 5 years income and expenditure, cash flow, because the cash flow would show something different, because it will show the loan principal repayments. The net result will be different from the net profit, because you would not factor in amortization of fixed assets, which is a non-cash item. You would factor in loan repayments. So again, then we like to see what will be the, a cash flow statement is a good financial planning tool. Other than that, there should be a loan amortization schedule or statement showing how much loan, when you work out what is the total startup capital, use an estimated interest rate, the intended loan period, and from there calculate the yearly, monthly loan repayments, interest payments, in order to incorporate that into your income and expenditure statement and your cash flow statement. So you should have a loan amortization schedule. You should also have a fixed asset amortization schedule showing a breakdown of the key components of the capital assets and how they are amortized over their lifespan, and that should be then tallied with and synchronized with the profit and loss statement. So the return on investment is important. The financial planning is a tool you use to see how much budget you need, how much startup capital you need, what is the return on investment, and it has to be attractive to the financier, banker, to fund your project and for yourself. So in the income and expenditure statement, there should also be a planning for personnel cost, salary and wages, from top management to staff, could be to the plant workers, etc., whatever you need. So these are each item in the financial statement needs planning, needs a lot of thoughts in relation to your business before you can prepare such a statement. So at the end of these statements is to provide an analysis, the ratios, the return on investment, even the NPV ratio, the IRR, internal rate of return. You would need a qualified financial accountant or engage an independent financial firm to help you to prepare your financial statement. For almost, I would say, all the project applications that I receive, which are in the millions, mostly over 100 million, 200 million and more. When you intend to apply for millions of dollars to start a project, don't try to save on engaging professionals and experts in helping you to plan your business plan. The investment is worth it, because without a proper professional prepared business plan, nobody will want to read it. But often I would advise my potential clients and tell them that they have a choice. They have to engage somebody, either it's part of their team, or they have to engage a third-party financial firm, professional accounting firm, to prepare this package. Otherwise, they can engage us to prepare it for them. Because without this tool, it simply is not presentable, it is not bankable. All right. And the last, the number 10 component is all the supporting documents you need to enclose with your business plan. It could be the Excel spreadsheets of your financial statements in details, and make sure that the financial statements has all the basis of assumptions in preparing those statements. Supporting reports, studies, researches to support your marketing plan, and your product catalogs, brochures, description of your third-party partners that is supplying you the products or services. And very important is any agreements, contracts that are already signed between your company, and whether it's with the government, whether it's with your other business partners. An example would be an offtake agreement. Somebody, a company or the government who has already agreed to give you the concession to market the products or services to them. And that would be a very, very good tool, very good a piece of ingredient to make your business plan very attractive, because you have already sold what you haven't even produced yet. And that is very attractive for a potential investor. So photos, agreements, reports, studies, all these are the supporting documents that you need to enclose with your business plan to make your business plan very attractive, very bankable, presentable. So I hope that you have enough information to prepare your business plan, but of course in my training module I would certainly go into much more details and go through the templates, etc. So write to me, email me if you have any questions and any issues and problems you face. Until then, I look forward to see you in my next video, which is financial planning. Thank you and goodbye.